2 Chronicles chapter 24. Ben Sheva Shanim Yoash b'Moloko. The son of 7 years was Yoash in his reign. Wa'arba'im shana malach b'Yerushalem. And 40 years he reigned in Yerushalem. V'shemahim mo Tziviyah mi Beersheba. And the name of his mother, Tziviyah from Beersheba. Wayash Yoash hayashar be'ene Yahweh kol yemei Yehoyada hakohen. And Yoash effectuated the upright thing in the eyes of Yahweh all the days of Yehoyada the priest. Vayishalo Yehoyada nathim thatayim. And Yehoyada lifted for him 2 women. Vayoled banim wabanot. And he begat sons and daughters. Vayahi acharechen. And it was after this. Haya emeleb Yoash lahadeth et bet Yahweh. It was with the heart of Yoash to renew the house of Yahweh. Vayikboth et hakohanim v'halewiyim. And he gathered the priests and the Leviyim. Vayomer lahem shahu le'are Yehuda. And he said to them, Go ye out to the cities of Yehuda. V'kibbathu mikol Yisrael kasep lehazek et bet Elohechem. And gather from all Yisrael silver to make strong the house of your God. Midde shana v'shana. The sufficiency of a year in a year. Wahatem tamaharu ladavar. And ye should hasten for the word, or for the thing. V'lo miharu halawiyim. But the Leviyim hastened not. Vayikra hamelech liYehoyada aharosh. And the king called to Yehoyada the head. Vayomer lo. And he said to him, Madu lo hadarashata al halawiyim. Why hast thou not required over the Leviyim? Lahabi mi Yehuda umi Yerushalem et mashat Moshe eved Yahweh. To bring from Yehuda and from Yerushalem the levy of Moshe, the servant of Yahweh. V'hakahal leYisrael. And of the assembly for Yisrael. Lohel ha'edut. For the tent of the testimony. Ki Ataliyahu hamerashat. Because Ataliyahu, the wicked woman, baneha parthu et bet ha-Elohim. Her sons broke up the house of the God. V'gam kol kodashei bet Yahweh ashu labba'alim. And also all the holinesses of the house of Yahweh they effectuated to the Baalim. Vayomer hamelech. And the king said, Vayashu aron ehad. And they effectuated 1 box. Vayetnuhu b'thachar bet Yahweh husah. And they gave it in the gate of the house of Yahweh toward the outside. Vayetnu kol b'Yehuda u'b'Yerushalem lahavi leYahweh. Mashat Moshe Eved Elohim Al Yisrael Bamidbar. And they gave a voice in Yehudah and in Jerusalem to bring to Yahweh the levy of Moshe, servant of the God, on Yisrael in the wilderness. Vayishmechu kol hasharim v'kol ha'am, and all the princes and all the people rejoiced. Vayavihu vayashlichu la'aron ad l'kaleh, and they brought and they threw to the box until to finish. Vayahi be'et Yavih et Haron el Pekudat Hamelech b'yad Halawiyim. And it was in the time one brought the box to the oversight of the king, by means of the hand of the Lewiyim. V'chirotam ki rab hakesef, and as their seeing that the silver was abundant. Sofer hamelech upekid kohen harosh. Then the scribe of the king came, and the deputy of the priest of the head, Wi'aru et Haron, and they uncovered the box, V'yeshauhu, and they lifted it up, Vayathivuhu el makomo, and they returned it to its place, Kohashu leyom b'yom, Vayahasafu chesef larov. Thus they effectuated for a day in a day, and they gathered silver for an abundance. Vayitnehu hamelech v'Yehoyada, and the king and Jehoiada gave it, El Oshe Maleket Avodat Bet Yahweh, to the one effectuating the work of the service of the house of Yahweh. Vayehyu shokarim hotzavim v'harashim lahadeth Bet Yahweh. And they were once hiring masons and carpenters to renew the house of Yahweh. V'gam laharashe barzel unhoshet, and also for the craftsmen of iron and bronze, lahazek et bet Yahweh, to strengthen the house of Yahweh. Vayashu oshe hamalahaka, and the effectuators of the work effectuated. Wata'al aruka lamalahaka biyadam, and the arrangement or restoration for the work went up in their hand. Vayamidu et bet ha-Elohim al-matakunato vayahamathuhu, and they caused the house of the God to stand upon its standing place or measurement, and they strengthened it. Ukakalotam, and as they're finishing, Hevihu lifnei hamelech v'Yehoyada et shahar hakesef, they brought before the king and Yehoyada the rest of the silver. Vayashehu chelim levet Yahweh kule sharet, and they effectuated it vessels for the house of Yahweh, vessels of serving. V'ha'alot v'chapot v'kule dahab v'chasef, and to cause to go up ascending offerings, and for plates, and for vessels of gold and silver. ויהיו מעלים עולים בבית יהוה תמיד, and they were ones causing ascending offerings to go up in the house of Yahweh continually. כל ימי יהוידע, all the days of Jehoiada. וידקן יהוידע, וישבע ימים, וימות. And Jehoiada became old, and he was satisfied of days, and he died. Benemeha uthalothim shana b'moto, the son of 130 years in his death. Vayikberuhu be'er David imaham malachim, and they buried him in the city of David with the kings. Ki asha tova be'Yisrael ve'emaha Elohim ve'beto, for he effectuated good in Yisrael and with the God and his house. Va'acharei mot Yehoiada, and after the dying of Jehoiada, Ba'u Share Yehuda, the princes of Yehuda came, Vayishtahavu lamelech, and they made obeisance to the king. Azasha ma'aham melech alehem, then the king listened to them. Vayazavu et bet Yahweh Elohei havotehem, and they forsook the house of Yahweh, the God of their fathers. Vayavadu et ha-hasherim ve-et ha-asabim, and they served the Asherim and the idols. Vayahi kesef al Yehuda v'Yerushalem b'hathamatam dhot, and wrath became upon Yehuda and Jerusalem in this their culpability. Vayishlach bahem neviim, and he sent prophets among them, lahathivam el Yahweh, to turn them to Yahweh. Vaya'idu vam v'lo hehedinu, and they testified against them, and they gave not ear. Waruch Elohim lavasha et Zechariah ben Yehoiada hakohen, and the Spirit of God clothed Zechariah, the son of Jehoiada, the priest. Vayamud me'al la'am, and he stood from over to the people. Vayomer lahem, and he said to them, Ko amar ha-Elohim, thus the God hath said, Lama hatem overim et mitzvot Yahweh v'lo tasalihu. For what are ye, ones transgressing the command of Yahweh, and ye shall not prosper? Ki azavatem et Yahweh, vayazov etchem. As ye have forsaken Yahweh, also he hath forsaken you. Vayikasharu alayu, and they conspired against him. Vayargamuhu heaven b'mitzvot hamelech, and they stoned him with stones by the command of the king. Bahasar bet Yahweh, in the court of the house of Yahweh. V'lo hadakar Yoash hamelech hahesed atra asha Yehoiada ahaviu immo vayaharog et beno, and Joash the king remembered not the loving kindness which Jehoiada his father effectuated with him, but he slew his son. Ukamoto amar Yerah Yahweh with the Rosh, And as his dying, he said, "Let Yahweh see, and let him require." Wayahi litqufat hashana, and it was for the turning around of the year. Ala alau hel haram. The army of Aram came up upon him. Wayavohu el Yehuda v'Yerushalem, and they came to Yehuda and Jerusalem. Vayashihitu et kol sharei ha'am me'am, and they destroyed all the princes of the people from being a people. V'kol shalalam shillahu lemelech darmashak, and all their spoil they sent off to the king of Damascus. Ki b'mitsar anashim bahu hel haram v'Yahweh Nathan b'yadam hail la rov mod. For in few men, or by means of few men, the army of Aram, they came, and Yahweh gave into their hand an army for very great abundance. Ki azavu et Yahweh Elohei avotehem, because they had forsaken Yahweh, the God of their fathers, with Yoash ashu shafatim, and with Yoash they effectuated judgments. Ubelekatam mimenu, and in their going from him, ki azavu hoto b'mahaluyim rabbim, for they forsook him, or abandoned him, in abundant sicknesses or sufferings. Hitakasharu alau abadau, his servants conspired against him. B'demei b'nei Yehoyada hakohen, by the bloods of the sons of Jehoiada the priest. Vayaharguhu alamitato vayamot, and they slew him upon his bed, and he died. Vayaqbaruhu be'ir David, and they buried him in the city of David. V'lo haqvaruhu beqivrot hamalachim, and they buried him not in the sepulchres of the kings. V'hele hamitqasharim alau, and these are the ones conspiring against him. Zavad ben Shim'at ha'ammonit, V'Yehozavad ben Shimerit ha'moabit. Zavad, the son of Shim'at, the Ammonite, and Yehozavad, the son of Shimerit, the Moabite. Wabanayu Yerb Hamashah Alayu, and his sons, the greatness of the burden upon him. V'yesod Beit HaElohim, and the founding of the house of the God. Hinnam ketubim al midrash sefer hamalachim, behold them, written things upon the midrash, or commentary, of the book of the kings. Vayimelech Amathiyahu v'no tahatayu, and Amathiyahu his son reigned in his place.